James, how's it going?
It's going well. Good to be here.
Good, good. First thing I want to know is what do you do here? What exactly is the battery coordinator at Phantom Regiment?
Yeah, so I'm the battery coordinator here, so I'm basically responsible for the battery. That includes kind of daily plans, audition process, auditions, selection of students, working with Rob and Corey and the other coordinators and percussion designers to make sure that we're doing the right things during the day, meeting goals, just anything having to do with managing that section.
Cool, great. What's your experience in drum corps? How'd you first get involved?
My experience in drum corps started when my older brother showed me the PBS broadcast in seventh grade. He had a VHS. He came home and said, "We've got to watch this," and watched that and was hooked. I immediately was like, "I want to do that." I knew that I liked drumming and I was in band and whatnot, and I liked all that. But there was something about watching that it hooked me, and here I am, 20 some odd years later, still involved and loving every second of it.
Did you see Phantom Regiment on that broadcast?
Yeah, the first show we watched was Cadets, and this was 1993. And then the second show that we watched on there was actually Phantom, and I very distinctly remember that. There's a spot in there where they're like playing on rifles. There was something about that show that was really intriguing to me. Those were the two that I remember the most from that video. I mean, it was all of finals, but yeah, the Phantom one and the Cadets were the first two that I saw.
It's cool. Do you have a favorite regiment show over the years?
It's a toss up for me between 95 or 96. I know those are older ones. For a lot of people watching this, are probably like, whoa, some of them. 96 probably far more. But I liked both of those quite a bit. Once, PBS used to put those things out, we used to find those videos all the time, try to get VHSs and watch that stuff. But those two shows, it's a toss-up for me. I love both of them. It's not to say that anything in the 2000s I don't like, but for me, maybe too, it's also those were like some of the foundational years of when I started loving drum corps. And so those two stuck with me quite a bit. There's just something about them that, I don't know, it's just powerful and very dark, I guess, to some degree. I mean, they were in black uniforms for sure, but there's something about those two shows that has grabbed me, and I've always gravitated towards those two.
So what are you most excited about this year?
Last year, I think, with the pandemic and everything, I'm glad that we were able to do what we were able to do. I think all the members had a great experience. I'm excited, and I'm sure many people have said this, to kind of get back to normal. But I'm really, really just excited to get on the road, compete again, get in there with the students. I love rehearsal. I tell my students all the time, actually, if I could just rehearse all the time, I'd do that, not go to performances. I like the grind. I like the teaching. I like all of that. So I'm just excited to get back in there again with that, and actually compete again. So.